In this video, we're going to be transforming functions. The diagram shows a sketch of the curve y equals f of x. So we've got a curve, and we need to sketch, firstly, y equals f of 2x. So let's, for part A, f of 2x. So it's inside the bracket, changes the x, and it does the opposite. It's halving all the x coordinates. So we need to half all of the x's. So this -3 is going to go to -3/2. The 2 is going to stay the same because its x coordinate is 0. 4, 6 is going to become 2, 6, halving the x coordinate. And 9 is going to become 9/2, 4.5, halving again the x coordinate. So all the x's are going to be half as far in. So it's going to go in through the same point on the y and back down. So all of the x's are halved. It's squished in. The second one, sketch negative minus f of x minus f of x. The change is outside the bracket, it's changing the y's, and all the positive y's will become negative, all the negative y's will become positive. That's going to be quite hard to do on this diagram. So we're going to extend down here. So 2 is going to become -2. The points on the x-axis stay the same. 4, 6 is going to become 4, -6. And it's going to, we don't have a point up here, so it's going to be a reflection over the x-axis. So it goes up to -3, down through -2. We have a minimum point now at 4, -6, and back up. So it's reflected over the x-axis. Sketch y equals f of x plus 2. So I'll squeeze that one in here. So y equals f of x plus 2. So it's inside the bracket, changing the x. It says plus 2, but we're taking away 2. So 2 spaces left. The whole graph moved 2 spaces to the left. So that'll be 7. This will be 2, 6. This point was 0, 2. It's now going to be -2, 2. 2 spaces to the left. -3 is going to become -5. Everything 2 spaces to the left. The same graph, but 2 spaces to the left. Like so. And finally, we've got half f of x. So it's outside the bracket, changes the y, and it's halving all of the y coordinates. So 2 is going to be at 1. 2 is going to be at 1. 4, 6 is going to be 4, 3, halving the y coordinate. It's still going to be at 9 here. It's still going to be at -3 here. The x's stay the same. We're halving the y's. So it's going to look something like this. So halving all of the y's. Here's some for you to try. Pause the video and give them a go. So we've got our original graph, f of x plus 2. The changes to the y, moving all of the y's up by 2. So 0, 0 becomes 0, 2. 4, negative 5 will become 4, negative 3. And 8, 0 will become 8, 2. Moving up 2 spaces. So the whole graph moved up 2 spaces. Looks something like that. Y equals f of x plus 4. Inside the bracket, changes the x, does the opposite. So take away 4 from all of the x's. So that's 8 will become 4. 4, negative 5 will become 0, negative 5. And the origin will move to negative 4. So the whole graph moved 4 spaces to the left. Sketch y equals f of minus x. So inside the bracket, changes the x's. And all the positive x's become negative, and the negative x's become positive. Again, this diagram doesn't really work for it. So the y stay the same. Still going through 0, 0. 4, negative 5 will become negative 4, negative 5. And 8 will become negative 8. So it's like a reflection over the y-axis. And y equals f of 4x inside the bracket, changes the x, and it squishes it in. So all the x coordinates divided by 4. So 4, negative 5. It's 1, negative 5. 8 becomes 2. So we get a graph that looks like this. The point negative 2, 4 lies on the graph of equation y equals f of x. Write down the coordinates of the point P. Write down the coordinates, the point P maps onto under the transformation. So what happens to P? It starts at negative 2, 4. It changes to the x, and it takes away 3. So it's take away 3 from all the x values. It moves 3 spaces to the left. It'll be at negative 5, 4. The y stays the same. The changes to the x only. Y equals 3f of x. Outside the bracket, the changes to the y. So the x stays the same. The y is multiplied by 3. Minus f of x. Outside the bracket, changes to the y. X stays the same. Y is positive, becomes negative. F of minus x, so inside the bracket, y stays the same. Negative becomes positive, so 2, 4. F of half x, inside the bracket, changes the x, and it says half, but we double, so we double the x coordinate. The y stays the same. And the last one, we've got a change to the x and the y. So inside the bracket, we've got negative 3. That means 3 spaces to the right, plus 3 onto the x. Negative 2 plus 3 is 1. And for the y, it's plus 1. 4 plus 1 is 5. Okay, some for you to try. Pause the video and give them a go. So our original is 4, negative 6 this time. The first one, it's a change to the y, and it's a divide by 3, a third. So x stays the same, divide the y by 3. The second one, inside the bracket, changes the x. It says minus 2, but we do the opposite, so it's 2 right. So 6, negative 6. F of 4x, inside the bracket, changes the x. We don't times by 4, we divide by 4. So 4 divided by 4 is 1. And the y stays the same. F of x plus 2, the change is outside the bracket, we plus 2 onto the y coordinate. And this time we've got two transformations. So for the x inside the bracket, we change positives to negatives and negatives to positives. So -4 for the x coordinate. And outside the bracket, we've got 2. So double the y coordinate. So that would be -12. And the last one, inside the bracket, we've got 2x. So we half the x. And on the outside, we've got -f. So we multiply the y coordinate by -1. So it's 2, 6.